Look at that shadow there. Just look at the shadow under that shiny object. Why is it like that? I believe it's because the tree is a solid object, and I guess the solidity of the tree is a little weird or something, but here's a little glitch I want to show you. If you make it so it's off the screen, you see the shadow does not move. That is because when you are not directly looking at an object in this game, they do not move, and or they probably disappear. Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I'm Juddleplays, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we took on the rest of SpongeBob's stream by having, I don't know about all that much trouble on Mr. Krabs' stream, and oh, you know, a whole bunch of trouble on Patrick's stream, and also we played Skee-Ball, but that wasn't in SpongeBob's stream, that was in Goo Lagoon, because it was something I forgot to show in the backtracking area. And in this episode, we are going to be going to the grand old level that about everyone hates, Kelp Forest. Let's go.
Here we are in the Kelp Forest, an interesting area with many sights to see, for those that don't get hopelessly lost first.
Poor Floaty. I'm just gonna say right now, 1, Kelp Forest is very dark, so I have to actually stand up to record this. 2, I had pizza, so I guess I'm burpy, because the last time I was really burpy I had pizza, and now I'm really burpy. And also, this is called the bitch slap plant. It bitch slaps you. Sorry for the swearing, but whatever. I kind of had to do that. And also, going on to the one thing I want to talk about, it took me forever to finally be able to record this, because it's not like I had to do any preparations or anything. Well, actually kind of, because I have 85,000 shiny objects, because I used that grinding spot in downtown Bikini Bottom. I wasn't going to mention that, but since I mentioned preparations, I'm like, you know what? Let's mention this preparation just because, well, after I did that, which, you know, it took about maybe 3 hours to get that many, I was going to record. But once I got to the part where I wanted to record, I had a little few problems because the HD PVR was a little bit, what am I trying to say? The HD PVR was a little bit blurry on the previous screen, and that happened during the Murmur layer, and it kind of bugged me, so I didn't want that to happen again. So I kind of tried fixing that, and eventually I got it fixed. But then it was about dinner time, so, or at least I thought it was going to be about dinner time, and that was water there, so I decided not to record. But then, after that, I decided, okay, I'm going to record now. So I decided to want to get ready to record and everything. First, can I get this right here? And, did I get that, or did I? Oh my goodness, I did not get that. Hi-yi-yi, okay. Well, basically, to get all those Shy Tikis, you get a sock. So I would cut back, but I'm not going to be cutting back yet, because I'm still in the discussion. Because what I was about to say was, the good old thing, I tried doing it, and then it eventually, like, kept disconnecting. I had to shut down and restart my computer again, because if I restarted it, I had to do updates, and I didn't know how long those updates would take, because I'm not a big fan of updates with my computer, because I've had times where Windows 8 constantly tries doing updates, and then it just says, like, 99%, oh, couldn't finish, gotta uninstall the updates, even though we couldn't keep the updates that are already installed currently. Now, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this here, because this can be a bit of a pain, a little bit, so let's see. Now, if I can get this correctly, I think I'll be... How do you do this? I mean, I know you're supposed to get them, like, in a row, but I just cannot get these. And this is one of the reasons I stopped recording the one time. Hi-yi-yi. Oh my god, there we go. That is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to bubble bowl all of those in one successful run, and then you get a sock. Okay, that took way longer than I wanted it to. That is not really why I don't like the Kelp Forest anyways, Mrs. Puff.
Hi, Mrs. Puff. Driving class isn't out here today, is it?
No, SpongeBob. Why do you say that? Do you think we'd have class out here just to hide from you? How silly. I'm just, gathering twigs for the winter. Yes, that's it.
Oh, can I help? I have a merit badge in twig gathering.
Actually, you can help with something else. These robots showed up and scared all the campers off into the forest. Before the ranger arrives, someone needs to go out and find them.
I'll help you find them, Mrs. Puff. I'm the sponge for the job.
Thanks, SpongeBob. I'll make sure to give you a nice reward when you found all of them.
Well, that nice reward is a golden spatula, so that is a good reward to get. Now, you can kind of glitch your way up here if you want to. That is not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to jump on Mrs. Puff's head in order to get over to this area, but I do that anyways because I find it a lot easier to do that than having to go around or whatever. But yeah, this first area, Kelp Forest, it might not look like much, but there is a lot you can do in this one little area. And this thing right here is all just for one camper, because that is basically another collectible you have in this level. You have golden spatulas, you have the socks that are a pain in the butt. I don't even know why I mentioned the golden spatulas. I really only need to mention the socks here, because I do not like some of these socks. I mean, actually, I believe I know where all the socks are, but then I remembered, oh crap, I have the campers I have to get too, which that can be a bit of a pain. Well, there's one camper. That is one camper out of the 6 down. And like I already said, I don't think I'm going to make that right there. I did not make that. But like I already said, there are... Crap, sorry about that. What happened, if you want to know, was I accidentally hit my mic with my hand because I'm not used to being, like, standing up while doing this. Now, I'm trying to think how I need to get over to there. I did not want to do that. That is exactly not what I wanted to do. Okay, now I'm trying to think here, because I'm not usually used to this level here, so I'm kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And oh crap, get those, thank you. Okay, I got that out of the way. Now, I believe if we go over here, there is something we can do as SpongeBob. I know there's something we can do as Patrick eventually, but I actually want to try something. I want to see if I can use the cruise bubble on Arf, because I believe I can. And does it? Yep, it... Actually, no, it doesn't one-hit him. Dang, okay. I thought that would one-hit him, but I guess that is false compared to my knowledge there. And you are just going back over there. I don't know why he likes going back over there, but I guess he does, so that is Arf out of the way. Because, you know, Arf can be a big pain in the butt at times, but then you realize, oh wait, he's actually not that big of a pain in the butt, in the way of the people of the world, kind of like that. Not in that order, but you kind of get what I mean. Do you catch my drift? Did you catch the drift that I blew from my mouth, and then it's kind of drifting over to the side, you know? You kind of got to catch that stuff now. Yeah, there's a button way over there. I don't exactly know what this button does. I kind of remember doing something. And, oh, actually that button makes it so we can go up and get that camper there. Okay. I was kind of wondering, like, how the heck do you get that camper? But now I know how to get that camper. So, let's be a good Samaritan, and let's not run into the little picnic table there, and get this thing over here. There we go. Now I found out how to get that thing. Now, I believe, yep, we have to actually use Patrick here to get that, so you might be wondering, where's the changing station? Well, I believe the changing station is down here, yeah. Oh crap, go into the place where I can press the R button. But a very weird place to have a changing station. I don't know why the changing station is, like, not changing station, why the bus stop is just randomly in the middle of that area where... to be fair, no buses would be able to get to if you think about it. So I don't know how that's supposed to be making sense. Now, for this little puzzle here, there is a lot of throw fruit stuff, because as you see here, we have to basically take this throw fruit and we have to do things like we walk through areas, we jump on leaves, and it's very tricky if I do say so myself, because I believe this is all for one camper, because... Actually, I don't know. Actually, yes, it is all for one camper because there's a third sock in this area, but I know exactly what that sock is, and that does not have to deal with anything. Now, I believe once we get to here, you'll see that there's actually a checkpoint, but I believe this can be a bit of a pain, especially if you don't make it like that. So, what you do if you can't make it, you jump off the cliff, and you make it so you die. Make sure you don't hit any checkpoints, though, and try to make sure you go back into the water once you actually do that. That one actually automatically killed me. I don't know why, but thank you, checkpoints. Now, This jump is actually kind of hard to make, as you saw there. But, oh, this thing can be even harder to do. What you have to do is you have to quickly go over here. Then you have to throw this over there, jump over here, then take the throw fruit again, and make sure you go on here fast enough in order to catapult over here. And then you are able to kill that thing, and I believe get another camper that is right there. Okay, we are almost done with everything we can do in this first area. Yeah, I know. There is a lot of crap we can do in this first area, and we've basically got all of it done. But there is one little thing I kind of forgot, and wait, I have to do this as Patrick, because I forgot there's actually a freeze fruit thing there that we need to use. And you know what? Patrick uses the freeze fruit. SpongeBob doesn't use the freeze fruit, so I was being stupid there. Hi. You're going to be seeing me that oh my god. I can't believe that happened. I am like kind of speechless there. I can't believe I just kind of, barely missed the platform there, barely missed it and it counted as a death. Okay. Anyways, if we can actually pick up the freeze fruit, because for some reason Patrick was being a pain in the butt and he wasn't picking up the freeze fruit. Now we have everything in this first area of the Kelp Forest. That took longer than I expected, and I really hope I can actually reach this over here. I don't know if I'll be able to reach the whole thing, but luckily we can jump up from here if we do need to, because that is something we kind of need to do. And, those robots actually seemed a little bit faster than us for a second, but, I don't even know how far I am in this episode, because I had to do a lot of cutting out because the one Shy Tiki thing took a little bit. Because, it was being a pain in my butt in order to get the Shy Tikis all in one row with a bubble bowl, because I guess I wasn't in the correct position for it to work. Now, we can just go through the very linear area that is the actual first part of the Kelp Forest, when we don't have to deal with anything else. And I hate it when they get rid of all of those and do all the stuff there. By that, I mean you hit a robot and it hits into the freaking, three-guy thing. I have no idea what they're called, so I'm just going to get this golden spatula, and we are done with the first part of Kelp Forest. Now, like I said before, this will seem a little rusty. I think I was going to say this before, but then I died as Patrick. But anyways, Kelp Swamp. Now, about the rusty bit, what I was going to say was that I have only played through the Kelp Forest once. I've been through the beginning parts as a kid many times, but then I got stuck. But, for the most part, I have only played through the Kelp Forest uno times. I have not done it any other time, and that is how it's gonna work. But I do need Patrick for this little thing over here, because we need to talk to Mr. Krabs, and be all like, hey man, what's up, and stuff.
Hi, Mr. Krabs. What are you doing here?
Ahoy, Patrick! I'm trying to return 3 stone tikis to this pedestal so I can get to the kelp cave across that bridge. There could be customers in there. I saw 3 tikis scattered around this area, but me old brain couldn't figure out how to get them back up here.
It's actually a pretty hard puzzle to get them back there, I will not lie.
Can I try?
Sure, why not? I need a good laugh. There's a golden spatula up there for you if you succeed.
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs. I'll see what I can do.
Now, the bad thing about this mission, if you die in it, you have to restart, but actually, I wouldn't say it's really a bad thing to restart, because the 2 last stone tikis, the one up there, and there's one over there, are like really close in succession, so they're not really all that hard to do. So it's kind of like, well, it was supposedly supposed to be like this thing here. Now, I kind of want to lure this guy over to me, because I do not want to have to deal with him, and okay, good. I did not want him to hit into the Thunder Tiki, because we need that Thunder Tiki to hit that little robot, or robot, or whatever it's called. I cannot see where these platforms are for the life of me. I'm gonna have to really be lucky. I cannot see where the next platform is. Oh god, okay. This is going to be a big pain in the butt, because in the way this is, I can like barely see where the platforms are. So sorry if I'm like consistently like, oh crap, I can't see the platform and stuff like that. Because literally, I cannot see some of this stuff down here, because it is way too dark for me to see. Now, I'm going to be throwing this over here, which actually expires faster than the timer does. So if we think about it, even if the one timer runs out, you'd be dead anyways, because the freeze timer would have already ran out, if you know what I mean. So, that is our second golden spatula of this level, I believe. Yeah, it is our second. It's one that you might miss, but it's actually a little bit easier than some of them, but whatever. It's still one that I believe I would miss if you, like, were not, well, that anyone would miss if you were not paying attention very closely to detail and realizing, actually no, why am I saying that? You probably wouldn't miss that, because it's kind of like you can see it down here, it's just you kind of need to do something, and thank goodness there is a jump thing there, because if there wasn't a jump thing there, that would, oh god, there is an ARF right over here. Why is there an ARF just, like, standing right here? I do not know. Anyways, the ARF is dead. The ARF has been annihilated. Is this a camper? Yes, it is a camper, okay. Yeah, we already have 4 out of the 6 campers rescued. I mean, there's only 3, like, main gameplay platforming areas to the Kelp Forest, with a 4th one that's kind of not really a platforming area, but we're going to be getting that once we get to that, which that's a pain in the butt as well. I'll just say that much. Now, wait, is there anything else over here? Because I believe if we go to a different direction, we do go over here. Oh, no, that's that. But I thought there was another area around here that we can go to. This might not be until a little bit later, I am not sure. But luckily we have a checkpoint there just in case we do die, we don't have to worry about anything. But no, I believe what we have to do here is we just have to keep going through the maze of I can't see. And that is how I'm gonna be talking about it through the rest of this little playthrough of this area. Because I get to it, then I'm like, oh, I can see it at like the last second. So, luckily I can see the stalks, and if you know where the stalks are, it's kind of like, oh, well, it must be somewhere around there. And, okay, that one I was a little scared about, because I still wasn't so sure if I saw it or not. Okay, now, for some odd reason in this level, there is an area where you have to pay 2,600 shiny objects in order to pass. I don't know why, but after we kill this Z Tiki, or Sleepy Tiki, and pay that, and do yet another thing before we do something else, which that actually also unlocks a bungee hook, which that bungee hook is the most useless thing ever because you can only get a 50 shiny object from it, and rescue the 5th out of 6 campers. I have to say that that is about it for this episode of Let's Play Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the next episode, we are going to be continuing with the Kelp Forest by getting a sock in this area that I believe is in this area, by going up there, and yeah, we're gonna continue from wherever I say. So, this has been Jotto Plays saying see you later and goodbye.